Et on reprend la quête de Malik. Malek. Malak. Pour être tout à fait raciste, trompez-vous sur les noms. Ah, moi aussi je sais très bien où elle est la cible.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Ça pour pas faire de mètres. Défaut.
You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Et donc, bonsoir. Donc nous continuons Metal Gear Solid 5, qui est pas vraiment le deuxième de la série, parce que en fait, il y a aussi les épisodes portables. Mais officiellement, c'est le deuxième gros jeu de la série. Et merde. Ah merde, il y avait le sac de sable.
The map has been updated.
Bon, c'est pas très Solid Snake, mais... Et de Dieu, je suis the boss, moi. D'abord les petits prisonniers.
Marker placed. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There, that's the target. Badly wounded. We can rule out a full extraction. We'll just have to do it by chopper. Call the chopper from your iDroid box. Then carry the target to it.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
The target's safety is your top priority. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter requested. Extraction of
to base. Development project has been added.
The Boss. L'homme qui pouvait porter des gens pendant 3 km en courant. Tout ça en tirant avec son arme à feu. Mauvaise langue. Parce que j'aime bien le jeu.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss. Gaining altitude.
Ça va être une ruine. Je vais être D ou Z.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, boss.
Non. Sérieux? En tuant plein de gens. C'est pas grave. Donc quand tu tues des gens, ça descend pas ton truc. Ok. Je croyais que c'était un jeu d'infiltration en fait. Ah donc je peux envoyer mon chien tuer tout le monde en fait. Ah bah c'est cool.
Boss, that target you extracted, Malik, is saying that he's never heard of our client. What's more, he says his village was destroyed long before he was ever taken prisoner. Apparently it fell victim to some sort of disease, then was completely burned to the ground. Malik was out on a mission at the time, and that's the reason why he alone survived. But the question is, who hired us to find him?
Le skull.
According to Malik, he saw strange soldiers snooping around the village when he got back. Turns out they were members of Cypher's Strike Force XOF. My theory is they wanted to get their hands on Malik to question or silence him before the Soviets could get to him. Cypher was just using us to cover things up. All that crap about Malik's relative was a front to convince us to retrieve him. But an entire colony just wiped off the map. It sounds a lot like the Hamid during the Honeybee incident. All I know, boss, is there's no way in hell I'm handing Malik over to Cypher. I decided to bring him back to Mother Base instead. He's one of us now. We told the client through a cutout that the target was killed. For some reason, though, they still paid us everything we were owed. Cypher's obviously up to something. This is probably just another preemptive cleanup operation to them. But to Malik, he lost his village, his family, everything, and he wants his revenge. In other words, he's one of us.
J'ai l'impression que... Voir, là. Ah, moi, il va virer de la Mother Base, ce mec.
Side ops list updated. Please select a heading to Mother Base.
Prendre en compte mes ressources. Pas combien j'en ai. Bon chien. Vous m'avez pas vu. Plus. Oh!
Development complete.
Récompense du jour. De la digitale. Plaisir.
Please specify a project. Development project has been added. Development project has been added.
That dog's all grown up now. Can you beat it? Yeah. Didn't seem to take that long, did it? You think he's really even a dog? What's wrong? Well, it makes me looks more like a wolf to me. That's crazy talking.
He's a dog. You hear me? A dog.
So you think he's a dog, I get it. Keep a freaking lid on it. What's important is he's one of us.
Oh, une mine.
He is a dog, though.
C'est qui parle de mon chien?
Thank you for getting those animals out.
Pas de soucis. Oh.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone
Roger.
confirmed.
Et on va écouter.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us. A private army, just a bunch of guys with guns, in possession of a nuke. Why wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was Snake's decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed in Snake. I thought I was making the best decision for all of us, that's all. I figured we should get a third party to exonerate us before proof of the nuke did get out. And who better to do that than an organization with international authority?
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to an inspection arranged by the UN. Only the
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Afghanistan. Heading to Afghanistan.
Oups, mon son était coupé. Salut Stig. Comment tu vas? J'espère que ça fait pas 10 minutes que tu m'as parlé. Je me disais, c'est bizarre, je lui parle et il me répond pas.
Enemy presence detected. Clouds approaching.
Ah, tu peux finir une mission comme ça? Non, tu peux pas finir la mission. C'était sûr que là, comme ça allait pas passer.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake?
Ah, si je peux plus déconner. Ah, je suis crevé en fait, c'est pour ça que je dis de la merde. Faut que j'arrête.
That's the target.
Enemy presence analysis from clouds approaching.
Et merde, et merde, et merde, et merde, et merde. Don't worry, Lou.
Side ops list updated.
Bon bah ça c'est fait. Il me reste des missions maintenant.
Marker placed.
Ouais. D'où moi? Ça fait une droite quand même, hein.
Good dog.
Ah, tu voulais le tuer toi aussi. Bon, il est parti vexé. Quelqu'un croise Stigmaxo. C'est que lui que je suis fatigué et que je suis désolé. Sérieux, tu me donnes des points pour avoir fait ça? Et moi je me serais tiré une balle pour avoir fait ça.
Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us. A private army, just a bunch of guys with guns, in possession of a nuke? Why wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was Snake's decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed in Snake. I thought I was making the best decision for all of us, that's all. I figured we should get a third party to exonerate us before proof of the nuke did get out. And who better to do that than an organization with international authority?
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to an inspection arranged by the UN. Only the inspection was a ruse, and Cypher's strike force, XOF, showed up instead.
I had no idea that would happen.
Enough bullshit!
Oh, sure, like I could have known. You know, I was just trying to prove our innocence to the world. What's wrong with that?
We're not interested in the excuses you've thought up. The truth is objective.
Just see it from my point of view.
You led XOF to the control tower. They seized it, giving them complete control over the base. Moments later, they detonated C4 on the strut legs. Anyone who'd managed to survive was hunted down by the assault force and their choppers.
You can't believe I did that on purpose.
That was the end of Mother Base. But it wasn't the end for you.
How can you... Look, think about it.
Analysis
I
complete.
lost something too. I built Zeke and it got buried underwater. I am a victim.
Analysis complete.
That raises the big questions.
Analysis complete.
Why were you the only one spared? You got away without a scratch. Why did Strangelove leave the base on the eve of the inspection? You two were close.
Strangelove?
And how did you manage to build something that surpasses Zeke in every way? Because you
You gotta
did
extract him.
everything they told you. You're the only one who didn't lose a thing. That is the truth.
I was taken away against my will. Skullface forced me to...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Excuse me. I lost 9 years.
9 years. We all lost 9 years. It wasn't just you.
I suppose blaming me makes you feel better, does it? But who's gonna give me back all the time I lost?
You're not getting anything back. You're not a victim here, Emmerich. You're the perpetrator.
I didn't know anything.
Nobody can back that up. Yeah, all the evidence is at the bottom of the ocean. You know the hardest man to break? The type who's fooling himself. That takes time. It's easier to live a convenient lie than a painful truth. Is that the piece you've chosen, Doc?
I'm not lying.
Of course. Just let me check one or two things. On that day, you were in the control tower with them. Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers. Only you, right before the base went under.
They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight, I thought they'd kill me. But thinking of you kept me going. My comrades, all the way.
And?
There was a plane journey, then we traveled by road. When they finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of a warehouse, on the floor. Afghanistan, it was that research lab. I couldn't believe they'd taken me halfway around the world. And soon enough, he came.
Skullface.
He's the one who's really behind that Mother Base attack. He forced me into that research.
What kind of research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union. Like Peace Walker. A system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison. A whole world apart from reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunched-over bipedal waddling. My design evolved to the dawn of mankind. Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity. an upright bipedal weapon system. Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as a buffering agent.
Like how Paz modified Zeke for human control.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed it for human control from the beginning. The problem was miniaturizing the posture control AI. You remember the reptile pod?
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable, so this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than 1/10 the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to be bigger to support it. Too big to be practical. In the end, human piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a hybrid AI, a combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods. The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapons system.
Really? You'd need some help to get that working. Expert help. Did you work with someone?
I worked alone.
You did that yourself.
Well, that's the thing. The AI didn't pan out in the end either. But I did finally get Sahelanthropus walking by folding over its upper body to lower its center of gravity. The first upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind. I guess technically it falls into the anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
On terrain with significant differences in elevation like Afghanistan, you need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range while using mountain ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability. As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus. But I was being pushed for results. Having the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from me before I could finish it.
But... walking when it came after you.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move upright, without a pilot or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. This is like the Wright brothers making it to the moon. I'm just as clueless as you are.
So this Sahelanthropus, where is it now?
I have no idea. All my experiments took place at that cave. I've never seen it anywhere else. Besides, it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point, and nothing but a paper tiger. Even if it can walk, it's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Emmerich will remain here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you? Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either. Yeah. A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago. We still need him alive. But we have to restrict his movements. He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will continue. He worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade. He still has more to tell us. How long are we gonna press him? If our investigation shows he really had nothing to do with the attack, we'll reconsider his place here. But I don't expect that to happen. Remember that water tank-shaped object in Emmerich's lab in the Soviet base camp? The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering machine. That was a pod built for housing the AI used to control unmanned weapons. You remember, back in '74 in Costa Rica. Those machines you fought there, they were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk. And each of them was fitted with an AI unit called a reptile pod. Emmerich created it. It mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod. That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards. That's when it transferred its own functions to its reptile pod. Just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result was a unique entity, a hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua with Peace Walker, but apparently they salvaged it and transported it to that lab. Don't let it deceive you, Snake. It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality nor a will. Like... It's just a machine.
Guard post captured.
Avec que d'essais, non?
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Caution, sandstorm approaching. Marker removed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
Chercher l'ours.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Et merde. On va attendre la fin de la tempête.
Weather will clear shortly.
Et qui me parle? Ah oui. Quand vous levez le mot soldat, levez la main. Eh, tapette tête soldat. Juste à côté. Les l'ours légendaire. Voilà. Plante médicale. Ah bon. Parapapapapam.
That's the target.
Je vais lui mettre 5 fléchettes là. Tu vas dormir, connard?
You have arrived at your destination.
Ça fait mal.
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal.
J'ai été tué par un ours.
Boss, come in.
C'est beau quand même.
Boss?
Je sais pas combien de fléchettes il faut lui mettre dans la tronche, mais je pense que ça doit être salé. Et jusqu'à là
Marker
déjà.
placed.
Ouais, repère des animaux, vas-y, fais-toi plaisir. Faut pas lui mettre des balles, faut que je le capture. J'atomise l'ours. Ça serait sympa, mais non. Passer dans la montagne.
Ever since the attack on your unit 9 years ago, the name Big Boss has become known the world over. What do you mean? Those of your men who survived traveled far and wide. They fought throughout the world. In fact, they're part of the reason we have all these PFs now. Every one of them suffered their own phantom pain from losing you. Talking about you wherever they went helped to heal their wounds. Your actions and words, your legend, has been told on every battlefield they've set foot on. Obviously, as the tales have spread, the truth's been distorted, painted over. Big Boss sacrificed himself to show us the threat that Cypher poses. He sounded a warning, so it goes. A warning? Too much power destroys the hands that hold it. Apparently, you chose to be a living example of that. I never said any of that. The moment any truth is passed on, it starts turning into fiction. The problem is, fiction inspires people more than facts. To the world, you're now the legendary mercenary Big Boss. The lessons you've taught the PFs are the reason they're so widespread.
That's the target.
You've survived. And you know what they all aspire to? To one day go nuclear, just like you did. And stand up to Cypher. Of all the stupid things you could do. They'll never understand what you really wanted. Heroes are misunderstood. It takes a man of the same caliber to understand what drives them. Bottom line is, these guys want to be like their hero, Big Boss. And deep down they all have their eyes on nuclear weapons. They say that a nuke is the only means of standing against Cypher. But these days it's becoming little more than a slogan to rally the troops and survive in a cutthroat business.
Currently, there are 3 major PFs who've expanded into Central Africa. CFA, Rogue Coyote, and Zero Risk Security. HEC's have shown there's almost no overlap between their areas of operation. It's not so much a turf war, more like they have a gentleman's agreement. If you do cross paths with them, you probably won't have to face more than one at a time. Still. Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid. CFA, Contract Forces of Africa. These guys are a major player. Their head office is in Pretoria, South Africa. That's also where the South African Defense Force is headquartered. We think the two are closely connected. An HEC investigation revealed that most of the CFA's operators are former SADF soldiers. South Africa has been locked in struggles with neighboring regimes for years. That means constant action. And we know better than anyone that's the best kind of training. A company drawing its recruits from hardened military vets. You can bet they know how to handle themselves. Do not underestimate them. Within the CFA is a company of soldiers made up mainly of locally hired operators. They speak Afrikaans to communicate with personnel from the CFA. But if you notice any speaking the local language, that's them. Though hired from the local population, they were originally part of a paramilitary group, so they'll have plenty of combat experience. And unlike their days shooting junkyard rifles out of beat-up pickup trucks, the CFA now supplies them with the latest gear from the West. On top of that, they've been combat trained by the South African Army. All that adds up to a much stronger fighting force. So don't brush them off.
Look at the Angola-Zaire border region. The east bank of the Munene River in particular. It's a microcosm of a problem that stretches all across Africa. There's a civil war going on in Angola fought between the government MPLA and the Western-backed UNITA. Zaire is still a dictatorship under President Mobutu, but numerous uprisings have broken out in its remote regions. With all the trouble elsewhere keeping their hands full, neither government has control over their side of the border. They depend on militias and PFs, as do the rebels. Government forces, guerrillas, militants, groups of all shapes and sizes hawk whatever resources they can to hire PFs. Conflict brings PFs. PFs expand the war zone, and more conflicts erupt in a continuous chain reaction. Sounds like our kind of work. Mother Base could grow by leaps and bounds.
Oula, il doit en rester un grand.
Guard post captured. Analysis complete.
Lui il est nul. Puis des mecs pour le combat, j'en ai plein. Je sais qu'il y a une récompense.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Development project has been added. You have arrived at your destination.
Oh bah pas de véhicule hein. Pas de voiture dans le coin, sérieux?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination.
D'accord. Pas les marquer à chaque fois. Je les rate tellement plus vite. Mettre un truc
You
vert.
have arrived at your destination.
Miaou, miaou.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
Là hommage, j'en ai pas beaucoup. Eh oui. Un parfait simulateur de randonnée.
You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Marker play. Enemy presence detected.
C'est plein de fleurs là-bas.
The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Passe là-haut? Ah ouais.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
Il me tire une balle.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Eh merde, celui d'en haut est génial.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Allez, avance!
You gotta extract him.
The map has been updated.
Это КП, понял. Все в единицу. Будьте бдительны и найдите нарушителей. Конец связи.
Please select a drop point. Please select a drop. Supplies requested.
He's coming too.
You
Roger
have
that.
arrived at your destination. Supply drop complete. You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete.
Это КП, понял. Найди вражеского снайпера и снять его. Конец. Всем боевым группам, это КП. Все подразделения на боевые позиции. Повторяю, все подразделения на боевые позиции. КП! КП, это БТ-1! Нас прижали! Большие потери! Нужна помощь! Прием! Это КП, понял? Внимание всем подразделениям! Отправить резервы на помощь! Повторяю, отправить помощь! Конец связи! Штаб! Обнаружили остановленный вражеский боец! Атакуем! Прием!
Vous engagez rien du tout, vous êtes tous morts, les gars. Quoi déjà ma mission ici? Oula, ma mission.
Marker placed.
Oh. Désolé les gars, c'était pas là que je voulais aller. Pour sa photo slot, il avait qu'à pas repérer des ennemis sur la carte là où il avait pas besoin.
Sun will set shortly. Plant expansion complete.
Ah, je de ressources.
Please specify a project.
Et je voulais faire la mine. Ah voilà.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Qui est parti pisser ou quoi? Dans la nature.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Ça vaut pas le coup de s'arrêter. Alors on continue. On avance.
presence detected. The map has been updated. Caution, sandstorm approaching. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
That's the target.
Analysis complete. Weather will clear shortly. Analysis complete.
Good job. Good dog.
Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You gotta extract him.
Marker removed.
J'ai pas un véhicule en cours. Fondeur à faire, hop.
Please select a mission.
Ah, on change de pays.
Please select support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Eh ben, changeons de pays. Et qui s'est fait caca dessus?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
J'ai aucune idée de l'heure qu'il est. Oh, un texto.
Good dog. Good.
Bon chien, bon chien.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Eh mon chien.
Departing.
Side ops list updated.
Non, c'est bon. Ouais. Alors, quête principale.
Please select a mission.
Nuit noire. Peut-être. Pourquoi pas un canon de DCA aussi? Hop. J'ai pas mis les mines. Peut-être qu'à B, c'est faux.
Deploying.
Deploying. Et je t'ai... C'est-à-dire qu'hier j'ai oublié le live, putain merde. Il y avait Donjons et Jambon hier. Pitch dark. Pitch black. C'est un peu raciste hein, de dire qu'il y a que des noirs en Afrique hein, alors qu'il fait jour.
Came from intel. The target is Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem
Je
like
savais que j'avais bien fait de prendre du
philanthropy,
C4, faut tout
but there's
détruire.
another reason we agreed to it. The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on United can tell us who's pulling its strings.
Je commence dans un marécage quoi.
That's step one to tracking down Skullface. And Cypher with him. Good luck, boss.
Tellement cool.
First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Boala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by Unida, so stay sharp.
Faut que je fasse attention au bruit de l'eau, j'imagine. Mais bon, pour l'instant j'ai le D-Dog, donc en
The
théorie.
war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That
Enemy
mess you're
presence
standing in
detected.
is
The
just
map
the
has
latest
been
example.
updated.
Impossible que je prononce le nom du village quoi. Passant 4 fautes dans la prononciation.
You've arrived at Masa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for Unida, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and
Analysis
resources.
complete.
Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy.
Analysis
Don't be
complete.
shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Quoi? Même plus du sniping à ce niveau-là. Ah ouais, 70 mètres et le mec il voit que son ennemi, son pote meurt. Enfin meurt. Prend une balle. Alors que les autres à 30 mètres ils les voyaient pas. Ouh, je sens que l'Afrique ça va pas me plaire. Par contre ils ont toujours les mêmes réactions stupides. Il y a l'air d'avoir un carreau.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ah non mais là c'est pas possible.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Children. Child
Analysis
soldiers.
complete.
Children there are abducted and trained to be soldiers. They're only taught to
Analysis
fight.
complete.
And one day they grow up and teach the next generation the same way. With a gun in his hands, a kid is as dangerous as any adult. Only they don't know a thing about right and wrong. Boss, do not hurt any child soldiers. If you do, the mission is over.
Trop de points rouges là. Je peux les...
Extraction puts a huge strain on the body. Too much for a child.
Je peux pas full ton les gamins. Eh merde, moi je voulais les sauver. Pas cool. Qui me tire pas dessus de côté.
Some will set shortly. Outpost captured. updated. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
Ta-ta-ta-dum.
You have arrived at your destination.
Ah ouais.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Et un diamant. Générosité ça. Et à côté? Ah bah beau. Tiens,
You
pour ça aussi.
captured an enemy vehicle. Just like weapons and items, you can use your iDroid to have vehicles you've extracted airdropped in. You can also let members of the combat unit use them on dispatch missions. You've made it past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
Marker placed.
On va aller aux toilettes avant.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Je comprends pas, il me manque du minerai et du carburant. Il y a une centrale pétrolière. Il faut piquer.
Destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. You've got a straight path to the objective. You should find it no problem.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Oh merde, ça va tomber sur l'autre. Ah, j'aurais dû regarder sur le calcul.
Supply drop complete.
Where are your friends?
The PF soldiers are speaking Afrikaans, an official language of the Republic of South Africa. Boss, we're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one.
You have arrived at your destination.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Stay. Get him! Check!
Guard post captured.
Ah oui. Un talon.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Les plans du. Ça va être là.
Marker placed.
That's African peach. The shape of its petals gives it the nickname the pincushion. Mafinda oil field is the property of Saner, South African
Extraction
Natural
arrived
Resources.
at Mother Base.
Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. When the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging
Caution,
equipment starts
rain
leaking crude.
approaching.
That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
Pas parce que nous on l'est. C'est des tueurs. Attention.
First, head to the oil facility. You can view its location on your iDroid.
Je sais très bien, il y a un point orange. Toujours pas de réaction.
have arrived at your destination.
Rain. The sound of rainfall should help to mask your footsteps.
Marker placed.
C'est bon, j'y vais, ton truc pétrolier. Arrête de râler. Ta route aussi. J'analyse le terrain. J'ai tué. Regarde si je trouve pas des trucs.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Marker placed. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination. Extraction arrived at You have arrived at your destination.
It's
Enemy
digitalis.
presence
It's
detected.
toxic,
The
but
map
it can
has
also be
been
used as
updated.
medicine.
Un médicament pour le cœur d'ailleurs. Belle. Salut.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Oh putain, sérieux. Ah c'est cool. Approche-toi mon enfant. Approche-toi. Ne crains rien. Je vais juste te tirer une fléchette anesthésiante. Et tout. Les autres.
Development complete.
Ah, j'avais oublié que c'était des YOLO. Eh, il s'est endormi. Allons le réveiller. Oh non, je m'endors.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
J'avais un talon que j'ai extrait.
You have arrived at your destination.
Donc la différence entre l'Afghanistan et l'Afrique, c'est qu'en Afrique, des portes et des volets. Je suis sûr que c'est la vérité. T'as toujours dit, hein. L'Afrique,
Please
mec, on
select a
déporte des
drop
volets et
point.
porte l'Afghanistan.
Supplies requested.
L'Afghanistan, par contre, il y a des diamants partout. Tu marches, un diamant. Mais 3 pas, un autre diamant.
Extraction arrived at mother base.
Mais c'est pas grave, en Afrique, ils ont des volets.
Supply drop
Ils peuvent pas
complete.
tout avoir.
Enemy
Ou alors ils ont utilisé les diamants pour acheter les volets.
clouds approaching. You have arrived at your destination.
There it is. The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
On va le mettre. Ah non, pas un coin, mais sur le mur. Il y a une grosse caisse là-bas. Merci les gars. Continuez à pas faire votre train. Ils s'endorment avant que j'arrive.
Analysis complete.
Speak. Where are your friends?
Afrikaans is the lingua franca for mercs in that area. If you're going to get any information from interrogations, you'll need an interpreter.
Ah, c'était une bonne caisse.
Analysis complete.
Talent. Pas de talent. Dors quoi. On va se livrer des trucs.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
On va repérer des ennemis. Merde. Chut.
You have arrived at your destination.
Putain, c'est beaucoup trop rouge qu'il faut que je détruise. Tant que mon C4 suffise sur ce truc.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside.
T'as l'air de faire un peu du bruit quand même. Niveau infiltration. Ah ouais d'accord, il y a des corps partout. Bah écoute. Je pense qu'il est temps de tuer des gens.
Bodies. Why? Oil transfer
Extraction
pump shut off
arrived at
confirmed.
Motorbase.
Next, destroy the oily water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again.
You have arrived
destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use... Alright, you planted the C4. Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
Analysis complete.
Good.
Good. You're away from the C4. Any sign of the enemy? Be sure to time the explosion carefully.
Xavier, dit is Julian. Je moet de weg om het eind te checken. Stuur instructie. Word. Zullen ze het eerst begrijpen? Scherp securiteit en weer zwakker. Uit.
Ça fait plaisir. Oh le mec avec un putain de temps de latence de 10 minutes quoi. Oh les gars quoi.
You destroyed the separator tank. Objectives complete.
Mission
Though
builder
security
has
will be
been
tighter after
updated.
that explosion. Get out of there ASAP.
Marker placed.
Xavier, dit is Julian. Bedreiging gemaakt. Ga op geleerdheid. Word. Zullen ze het eerst begrijpen? Oh ja, oh.
Repérez où des fleurs?
Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
De moeilijke indringer. Wees op geleerdheid grondslag. Word. Zullen ze het eerst begrijpen? Bespreek die omgeving.
Oh bah somme toute la première mission on a pris c'est pas trop mal passé. J'ai ramassé plein de trucs. J'ai rempli mon objectif. Ceux qui m'ont vu ont reçu un trank shot. Ou une balle dans la tête. Je crois pas que ceux qui m'aient vu aient reçu une balle dans la tête. Et alors c'est déséquilibré, j'aurais dû leur mettre une balle dans la tête.
Marker placed.
C'est qui a l'air d'être un terrain plutôt désagréable à traverser.
You have
Il a
arrived
l'air
at
d'avoir
your
des bosses partout.
destination.
Par contre pour la discrétion ça peut être sympa.
Exfiltrated hot
Alright,
zone.
you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Ah ouais. Oh là je suis sauf.
Updated. Unit function added. Development project has been added.
Chargement auto, manipulation. Canon Gatling, attachment, lance-roquette rapporté.
Alright, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Peut-être.
Boss, we took another look into Sanger, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Saner's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Saner's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there?
Hey, Snake, I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
Good. You captured it alive.
Plein de volontaires. Bien les amis, c'est l'heure de s'arrêter. Et danser, danser. Donc,
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
I've updated the mission list.
Mission list
We received a
updated.
new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all. But if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid.
je m'en fous.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
Je vous souhaite une très bonne soirée. Et à bientôt.